Hey everyone. It's me, Dave. I finally found my peace, and I have no reason to think about the Wii U anymore. After watching countless hours of Scott the Wes, Nintendo E3 press conferences, I think I fully understand this console. It would have been a success had they shown the console in the fucking trailer. Those dumb stupid Okay, I think we all know the Wii U, from the get-go, was a massive failure right out of the box. When your most exciting and most bought launch title is basically an HD remake of New Super Mario Bros. Wii, you know you fucked up. Now before I go on a 6-hour schizo tangent, I want to say that I actually like this console. But not for the reasons you may think. The Wii U is obviously home of some of Nintendo's best games of all time. But what point does that make, when I can just get all of that shit on my Switch, because they practically remade every single Wii U game, and made it better in some way? No, the real reason I love my Wii U? Well, it's because it should be obvious. Yes, the real reason I like this console is how you can hack the ever-loving shit out of it, and put yourself on the FBI watch list in a matter of seconds.
Oh, thank God.
Now this isn't going to be a tutorial video on how to do this or anything, because there is more than enough of those on the internet already. Shout out Funky Scott. Besides, even slobbering iPad kids of this generation can probably hack a Wii U. It is that easy. So I'll take you through what my Wii U is capable of, starting with Aroma, which took like 10 minutes to get working. This allows you to boot into the hacked system by just clicking on the useless health and safety channel. As you can see on the top left, it's already connected to something called Pretendo. Pretendo is basically a fan-made online service that lets your Wii U play games online again. And, of course, at no cost, unlike shitty Nintendo. So yes, this means Miiverse is back. And you can see messages again on the locked screen. Miiverse boots up just like it did back in the day, and looks just as good as it did, but with a purple hue to match the Pretendo colors. You can scroll through communities again, and see people posting about the same game you are playing. It honestly makes me sad that we had a social media service as good as this, where Nintendo fans can share love about their favorite games, but now all we have is shitty Twitter and YouTube comments to fill the gap. But anyway, Miiverse is here to give your system some life, which is already a benefit of hacking your system. And yes, you can play most big titles online with Pretendo, although results may vary. I waited a solid 5 minutes in this Mario Kart 8 lobby, until I said fuck this and said no one is playing this shit anyway. A game that worked perfectly however was Splatoon. This game's community is probably the biggest when it comes to Pretendo, and it's very easy to find matches online. And the Miiverse posts work and game, so you can see all types of things people are saying. What the fuck? Someone help this guy, but there's one game I do want to try out, to see if it works. Lo and behold, after booting up Mario Maker, everything works. People can plot and share levels, and you can play them as well. I honestly like this version of Mario Maker better than Switch. So the Wii U has already taken a win in terms of free online play, with a decent selection of games when it comes to them to keep you entertained. But I know what you really want to see, and that's how to install software on this thing with ROMs and files. Luckily, that's just as easy. Thanks to Aroma, we have a nice homebrew app that can do this for us, installing ROMs and files straight from our SD card. Okay, what the fuck is up with this music? Am I a gamer downloading games? Or am I James Bond? Anyway, this channel allows you to download Wii U software from your SD card directly to your Wii U or USB drive. I recommend getting a USB drive if you plan on downloading a lot of games, as the Wii U already barely has space as is. I've used this to download basically everything you see here, all 7 good Wii U games. Well, with the exception of shitty Mario Party 10. And let me say this, I tried to buy all my games physically, but once some asshole online is charging $100 for Twilight Princess HD, and Nintendo is making absolutely no money from the purchase. In downloading that shit via homebrew. Now, the real meat and potatoes comes with the virtual Wii. Just like a regular Wii, you can homebrew it as well, with the same apps and everything. Unfortunately, you will need to use a LAN adapter to connect to the homebrew channel, which is pretty inconvenient. I could make an entire video on Wii homebrew alone, but I'll save that for another time. and you can download games, meds, and virtual console games as well. Here is like my 20th downloaded version of Mario, because Nintendo hates convenience and doesn't let you transfer virtual console games from Wii to Wii U and 3DS. Dumb bastards. But with that, I think I have proved enough on why this console is a beast. It may not be the most remembered system, but it clearly holds a special place in many gamers' hearts. Now if you'll excuse me, it's time to get back to play CTG Pure Evolution.